Hey everyone, and welcome to the 41st episode of We're All in the Same Boat. I'm your host, Luke Roxwold, and today I am here with Shane.
How's it going, everyone?
Michael.
What's up?
John.
Hey!
And Scott.
What's happening?
All right, well, John wins. As always, you can check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes and leave us a
One of those.
Leave us a review.
I literally said leave us a review.
River.
Leave us a review or a comment or something to let us know that you're interacting with us. Somebody did comment on the last episode, so that's good news.
Ooh.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast, everybody. We got a big group today.
Oh yeah.
How's everybody doing?
I'm
Michael,
doing good.
you have a
You
story
know
for
what?
us, apparently.
I do. I know I have two stories. So
I was doing pretty
Two
good.
stories?
Wait, can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
How were you, Shane?
So when I got home, I was like, okay, I'm gonna edit my podcast, right? Then I didn't, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to relax and just like chill out before we do this podcast. And I set an alarm just in case if I fell asleep or something. And as soon as I was like so comfortable and I felt like I was not checking out, but just like I was like comfortable, my alarm goes off and I got so mad and I was so about to type in the group chat, I'm not coming, don't bother me.
Dude, that's me every morning. Like I wake up, I'm like, nope.
It's funny because like
Listen
I
to
could
that.
see you getting like so mad at me because it's my podcast, even though it's like it's not my fault your alarm went off. It's
Dang
because
it, Luke.
it's because I exist that my podcast exists. It's because my podcast exists that the alarm was going off that second. So like in all that moment, it's like, Luke,
No,
this is because of you.
I thought, I was like, no, I could say, oh, I'm not going to make it. But then Luke would say, oh, well, let me know beforehand. And then I could have said, technically, I never said I was coming or not. But I was like, whatever, I'll just do it.
That's
I mean, to be fair, it should be implicit that you're going to be here unless your name is Brent because he's married.
Yep,
but
that's his
that's
answer to
okay.
everything.
That's
What a
okay.
nerd.
We can talk shit about him. You don't listen.
not
He
here.
does. I don't think Brett has listened to a single episode.
No,
of
he
this
said he
podcast.
doesn't listen, no. He has no idea what's going on.
He's
That's
like Johnny
fine.
Depp. Johnny Depp doesn't watch his own movies because he
Never.
doesn't want to know what he does.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that real?
He's afraid of becoming too Johnny Depp because if he watches his movies, he might try to act more like
You know what? I
himself.
think maybe
has he
should
seen his
watch.
own movies?
No, I was gonna say because like
I know,
I
that's
feel
the
like he
funny thing.
should watch his own movies because he's already like a parody of himself.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like it's his plan is it failed. Okay, so Shane is miserable and waking up. Sorry,
I'm not miserable, and I was not asleep. I'm in a positive mood.
Yeah.
I'm
No, so-
actually I'm standing up at my desk just to see what this feels like. My microphone's like up in the air now.
How do you like
See how
it?
this feels. It feels.
Standing desk life.
I feel more confident.
You feel
Michael.
more productive?
You have a story that you just sent to me like a minute ago saying, I'm going to be a little bit late and I have a good story.
Yeah,
So
but
that'd be
also,
good 'cause you're
so
late.
Scott is on this podcast today, which I didn't know. So now I have two stories.
Hey!
Like, I just want to briefly talk about how I first met Scott. I tell Luke this all the time.
Scott's
I met
my brother,
Scott-
by the way, my other brother.
Yeah, Luke's my brother in case we hadn't mentioned it like 6 times.
Well, you might not
All
have said it on the podcast. I'm not sure. But I met
Story.
Scott at my friend Carson's house for a birthday party. And I walk into the music room, and they're all jamming, and Scott's just standing there with underwear outside of his pants.
It was a Halloween party, not a birthday party. This
I think
is
you were the
important.
only one wearing a costume. And you were the only one just wearing underwear.
No, so I
beautiful.
love that the story was like, all right, so he's standing there with underwear on the outside of his pants. And instead of Scott explaining that, the thing he jumps in is like, actually, it was Halloween. It was not a birthday party.
Totally
There
normal.
was a reason.
What was the reason? We've heard this story. Michael's told this story before.
It's
why?
pretty
We never knew
self-explanatory. I was Captain America. Not Captain America.
Quail
Captain
Man.
Underpants.
All right.
Yeah,
Captain
that was it.
Underpants playing guitar with a band.
It was a
Felt
good time.
good. Felt right.
Have your underwear on the outside of your pants?
That didn't feel good. That was a really weird sensation that I don't want to do again.
Yeah, it's not what I'm used to.
Scott's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't have this conversation.
I'm really uncomfortable.
Bad memories.
Um.
But yeah, so this morning I went to the dentist. I had a cavity.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I know, but it's
Oh,
okay.
no.
It's fine. I got my teeth are full.
You're gonna
They're
lose all
now-
your teeth.
They're hole free. But so the interesting thing is my dentist is a musician. His name is Bryce Scott. Go check out his EP.
Hey.
Last time I was there, he gave me his album, and we talked about music and stuff. And today I was there, and we were just talking stuff. He's like, "Hey man, you do any music stuff lately?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing with this like band called Keycentric." He's like, "Oh dude, let me check out your album." So he pulls it up, starts playing it in the office. He's like, "Whoa, this is really good." And then we started talking more, and I showed him some more of my own music. And now I'm gonna be recording an album with my dentist.
Hey,
Just like the most random connection.
All right, well,
that's
don't
so
cut him out of the
random, yeah.
band because you might not have teeth later.
Yeah, does that mean you get free dental work
I
or?
don't know. I think I might exchange like recording for like free teeth. I don't know how that works.
Do you think
works.
that like it I guess it depends on what he plays, but like would you be more happy knowing that your dentist was a musician or less happy? Because like what if he played drums
I don't
You know?
understand.
or like bass? I don't know. It's like your fingers like your hands are
Oh,
in
the
my mouth
dexterity?
like operating on my teeth with drills. And like if the wrong song comes on at the wrong time when he's drilling into a key,
He just like drums solo. Yeah.
whoa! He's like, I love this part. He's got the drill, and he's just in a moment of weakness does a fill, and the next thing I know, I have an earring just
I
because.
never thought of that. That
Well,
is a worthy worry, but fortunately, nothing like that has happened yet. But now
Did your
I'll be
cavity,
able to look
you
out.
got the cavity all taken care of. No
It's
issue.
full, and nothing else is full. So he did a good job. His aim was straight.
Fair. Good. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's exciting to. I think any sort of interaction like that is kind of funny when you.
It's the most random musical connection I've ever made.
Yeah, that is pretty odd. That's
Like his hands are in my mouth. He's like, "So what kind of like music do you make?" "Oh, I'm a cooker. Like right now I make some R&B, like electronic music, and it's kind of based on guitar."
And so is it true that they're like, just like, does that hurt? And you're like, oh, that's fine. You're like, how do you even know that I'm not telling you that I'm in horrible pain right
I feel
now.
like he's like learned the language of like
mouthful.
duck open mouth talk.
I just imagine because he's a dentist, he would be like a smooth jazz musician. I don't know why that's what I associate with dentists.
I could see that. He plays like kind of like 90s rock.
Called it.
Nailed
Close
it.
enough.
Play some Nirvana.
Smooth jazz, 90s rock. Same thing.
Get a little yarling in there with some like seventh chords. It's a good time.
Pretty dope. Yeah, that was my day. And then I threw knives. And I'm way better at getting the handles of the knives into trees
What?
than the blades of the knives into trees.
No,
somehow.
no context.
Oh,
Just threw knives.
my friend Jack was there, and we threw his knives at trees. That's all the context that there is. It was a good day.
Like plastic.
That is a fun
knives,
activity.
Oh no, like,
Or like-
throwing knives. That were forged in
those
fire.
triangle-looking ones.
They're kind of shaped like fish.
Cool.
Yeah. And then I went
Never
to
thrown knives
a
before.
like VR party and played my first virtual reality game ever. That was really fun.
Oh shit.
Was it?
The one called Kitty Hawk, which is kind of like it's like Flappy Bird, but like first person in a really cool 3D like neon environment. Like you're like flapping your wings up and down. You press the buttons to like boost through like tunnels and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then I played this other one. I don't remember what it was called, but like, you had like a shield and like a gun, and you like shot these robots that were coming at you. That was pretty awesome. And you could
Was
also
it
deflect
called
lasers
Bullet
off your
Train?
shields. I don't think so. It was in space.
Which system? Which system was this?
I think it was running on a computer. I literally just walked up and they were like, "Hey, you want to play this game?" And I was like, "Yes."
Did you have did you have the controllers in your hands, like the little?
Yeah, there was two controllers. I forgot what the brand was on it. It was like
Did they look?
VASOS, something like
Could
that.
you like use your fingers, or like were they just like Wii controller sort of things with little triggers
Yeah, like Wii
on them?
controllers. There was a trigger on
It's
the
probably a
bottom, and I
Vive.
could pick
I
that
bet it
button
was a
on the top.
Vive.
I want to play
It was
with
a
one of
Vive.
those so bad.
Yeah, it was a Vive.
They're really fun, actually.
It was cool.
Like they're
I tried
kinda
doing.
gimmicky, but they're fun.
I
Time
tried
games are
doing the VR chat, but I had none of the setup, so it just felt really sad. Like the whole thing.
You had, like,
oh
no
yeah, it's really
hands.
disappointing when you see everybody else moving their hands and you can't move your hands because you're using a computer.
I
No.
know. I'm like, I can grab things and drop them. It's pretty sick. But
I think that game. I feel like it'd get old really quick unless you were really good at being funny.
The
oh
VR
no,
chat
playing
game?
with
Lot
the
of us
VR, I can't imagine that getting old. Like that just seems like it would be so much fun. Did y'all see the there's a game LA Noire they released a VR version for.
Yeah.
And it took a
What?
game that was already cool and detailed and adding it so you can pick like a police officer's nose. It just makes it like 10 times better. Like
He's like trying to interview you, and you're just trying to touch his nose.
no, literally, he's
with
just
his
slapping his face. Like,
I love it because of the little Knuckles dudes going, "Do you know the way?"
do you know the way?
That's my favorite thing to come out of virtual reality. Anything.
finger. Nice. I think that like
You
we
must
talked
have Ebola
about
to
this.
know the
We
way.
talked about this in the last podcast actually about video games and how for me personally, I just want to jump in and start playing immediately. So like
Call of
all the
Duty?
VR games that I played were always like the gun games. Those are fun though. They're
Oh,
really
yeah.
fun. By the way, Michael just said that was the vibe. I just sent him a picture of it, and that's what it
It
is.
was Vive. It was
Boom.
fun.
Has everyone played it? Who hasn't played it? Shane, have you ever played the Vive or any sort of virtual reality?
No, I got a virtual reality headset on Black Friday. I used it once that night, and I've never picked it up again. Even though it was cool the time I used it, I just never remember.
Which one was it though?
Oh,
Which one was it? Which virtual reality thing? Because like
I don't.
okay, so
I have no
there's
idea.
there's good ones and then there's bad ones. That's why
The
I
only
always
thing I
ask.
did was watch a video, and I was in, I think it was Italy, maybe, and it was giving me a bunch of like facts about the city, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing the city. This is kind of cool. But when I turned my head and the city kept moving and there was more stuff, that's when it was really cool to me.
Ooh.
I was like, whoa, I'm spooked.
Oh yeah. Like falling in the game, I felt like I was. It was weird. Like I felt like I was falling, but I wasn't falling, and it was strange.
But I
That would
did
confuse my
try
brain.
the
It
Oculus.
was like reality, but
it was
virtual.
weird taking off the glasses and then seeing a human in front of you, and there's nothing
Yeah.
else around.
Yeah,
I hate when that
I did do
happens.
the
You were a robot.
the demo version of the Oculus when I went to Best Buy with my friend who ended up buying it. And so I went through a bunch of different scenes. I was in a bunch of different locations, and one of them, it was you're on top of like a skyscraper, and you're not looking over the city, but you can if you step a little forward and look over. I actually did feel I was on the top of a building, and I was terrified. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's really funny because what people will do is so basically in the Vive, you can see the controllers in virtual reality. So you got the helmet on, and you're holding two controllers for real. But then you look down in the video game world, and there's like these CGI video game remotes that look just like the ones in your hand. So it kind of freaks you out. 'Cause you're like, whoa, I can see them. There they are.
Oh,
And what people will do is they'll walk up to a table in virtual reality and like go to put the controllers down, and it's like there's no table in
They just,
real
like,
life,
drop
so
them on
they'll
the
just drop them on the floor. Like, all right, let's put these down there.
See, that's the stuff that would happen to me all the time using it. Like, I was gonna break shit immediately.
well, if you get
Dude,
if you get
the link that. Go
I
ahead.
know. Say if you get the Oculus, you actually have hands, and if you like squeeze your hand,
the
on the
fingers.
thing, no, it's a full hand, not fingers. A
Yeah,
full
well,
hand.
I've used both
Yeah,
actually. But yeah,
and-
you have like your little fingers.
and it
you
works
can,
like when you
grab
squeeze
things.
it, it moves too. I'm like, this is so weird. But
That's
it was
crazy.
cool.
It's weird because you hold it. I've never had a controller where you basically. Well, let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like. It's like the controllers have. You know those like musketeer swords. You know what those look like with the little handle
rapier?
thing that
Yes.
goes over their hand.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like just that without the blade, and you hold them like that. I'm gonna see if I can show you. It's kind of hard to explain. But the
By the
thing
way,
is,
the link that Luke sent me, it's on sale for $499. We should totally get it.
cool. Hand
I think
controllers.
is that the tab you sent to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
And
here's
this
what they look like.
thing.
Here's what they look like.
Oh, it's only $500.
It's like everyone in the podcast is like,
Dude, my roommates, we all chip in like $110, $120.
well, okay,
yeah.
so you need a supercomputer though. So
Yeah, that's part
I
of
have
it.
a MacBook Pro, okay?
Perfect.
best
I have a
gaming
supercomputer.
computer ever.
That's actually specifically why they make them.
These controllers look like PlayStation controllers with like a circle.
Yeah. So you see how like it's got that little ring? It's got that
Like
little
this
ring
guy.
thing. So like
That's
you
like
put your
the Steam controller, right?
yeah. What? No.
They had like the
Oh.
it's like a trackpad, not a joystick.
Well, okay, I want to tell my funny story. So, so I
Tell your
stuck
funny
my
story.
fingers through it, and I was holding it, and you can like grip things.
Uh-huh.
And so I picked something up in the game, and then my friend's like, "All right, throw it." Oh, dude, I was so close to just throwing the controller because it felt so weird because I'm holding it, and then I want to like release it,
Yeah, I
but you have
guess
to
really
release
immersive.
it, but
Really
kind of
weird.
hold on to it, and that was a little weird.
They have like straps, right? They have to have straps.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'd be so many broken TVs
That's,
like the Wii.
those straps are the ones I was holding, but I was like flapping my arms because I was a robot bird in space, robot bird cat, and like the straps were just like slapping me in the arms. But maybe I should wear these in case I throw these somewhere.
John, have you ever used one of these?
No, I have not.
Well, you need to.
That just means that when I finally do, it's going to be so good.
We'll
Dude,
figure out all the bugs. It'll be like the Matrix.
we'll try to get one, and then Johnny can come over to my house. We'll play.
Yeah, but like you have to buy like a $2,000 computer.
I have a good computer.
John, buy it.
There you
Just
go.
buy it,
That solves my problem.
Michael's like, I can switch this around. John, you buy it, and then I'll come over.
There you
Just
go.
hang out. And
Are you
play with
are
me.
you still
I'll let
living?
Mike buy it, and then I'll.
Are you living with anyone weird anymore, John? Or do you do you live alone, or are you living with someone?
No.
Okay.
What? are you doing one of these two? Are you doing this or are you doing this? No.
This is obviously something that you can just say, I plead the fifth and don't want to talk about. But I'm just curious, because I know I'm realizing that I don't know where you live right now.
I don't want to talk.
Good. Fine. I didn't
Listeners,
want
Luke lives across the country from most of us.
to-
That
yeah.
explains why he doesn't know
I
where
live
his friend
far
lives.
away. I live
Yeah.
far away. It's 3 hours and before
It's
the
about
past.
3 hours away from Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 hours.
3
away.
hours in the past.
That's right.
6 o'clock there right now.
So, we talked about Toys R Us last time and how it went out of business. And so
Sales
one of the
starts
things
today.
that I wanted to bring up is the founder of Toys R Us just died.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Oh,
that's
really?
Is that
Oh,
why they're
wow.
going out of business?
Damn.
Nope.
No, he.
Nope.
Never. I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna make the joke. Never mind.
Real quick.
All right, here's why it's
Okay.
horrible. Because, like, they went out of business first. Then he died. And so it's like... I'll say. What were you going to say, Scott?
What toys do Toys R Us actually make?
Well, none
They
now.
make any toys. I think they just sell all the toys.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, they don't.
Shane,
There's
Shane's
no.
That's what
like,
they get.
nothing. They're out of business.
Well, no, I don't think they were. I don't think they made their own toys. I think they just distributed toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Um,
happens when you're a middleman these days. I'm just.
Yeah.
That's right. You distribute.
I mean, true. Yeah, honestly though.
So it was he was 94 and he founded Toys R Us like 70 years ago.
70 years. Yep.
Yeah, and so here's the part about it that's like,
Oh, he was so young. What the heck?
he was so young. He started this company. It was massive, and then he watched it die, and then he died.
Actually, it makes a lot of
So
sense.
sad.
A lot of, like,
But
well, people,
honestly,
like,
okay.
people, they all die after they retire, or like when you basically finish working on whatever you're working on, you're old. You're like, oh, well,
But no,
Well, he didn't finish
no,
it.
honestly, no. Honestly though,
same thing.
because I just realized I can make my joke into sort of a more positive thing. But think about it though, because he died when they're closing down. So what he's worked his entire life for, he's kind of dying with. So it's almost full circle. Like I wouldn't be sad about that.
You're
To
like,
me, I don't
worked-
know.
94, I think.
You're
I mean,
like,
I get it. I
saw the-
understand people. I understand people like want a legacy, but I mean, everyone's gonna remember. Well, not
This,
everyone, but
Shane, this would be like your Pop Talk brand. You start it, and imagine it goes. It's a huge, like it's in Japan. It's all over the world. It's this massive $1 billion brand, and then right before you die, your whole company falls apart and ends and blows up, and then you die.
yes,
I think he died
but
because of
at
that.
the
Seriously.
end of the
He
day,
could have. He might have.
like yeah, but at the end of the day, if I'm dying, I honestly don't really care too much.
Yeah, he has
Shane's
money.
like
He made
speaking
some
from
money.
experience. When I
No,
die, I
at the
don't
At
care.
the end of
But
the day,
what
at the
I'm-
end of my days.
No, but what I'm saying is,
the
it's
end of
like
the last day.
You had a
Yeah,
run with your
yeah.
company. I don't know. That just you got to put it into a positive perspective.
It's just weird to me. Like, I'm just trying to.
It is strange that
It
it
would
happened
be
at the
odd.
same
It
time.
would
It
be
is
odd.
strange. But that's
So-
not what I would be thinking about on my deathbed. So
Yeah, he should have.
Well, you probably would be if it happened a week ago. Like that's
Wait, did
insane.
it just like collapse or like?
Toys R Us
he just
literally went
died.
out of
He just
business
died.
officially a week ago, and he just died like today.
no,
Oh,
it wasn't like it just happened. It's been an overtime type of thing. They
just
filed for
shriveled up.
bankruptcy like sometime like last year, and then they had a year to sort of make up for some terrible holiday sales, and they just couldn't do it. And so One of my friends though said they shouldn't have closed all the stores. They should have just closed like a majority of them and then tried to market do like an online type of store thing. But I don't know how well that would have worked when you already have
that's a
stuff
huge
like Amazon and
investment.
I just feel like
Yeah.
they were such a niche market. Niche. I can't talk.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah,
They were such like a small market
well,
for
they
what
are
they were,
now.
though.
Now that everyone plays video games, I
They
feel
also
like
sell video games though.
Well, so the reason, but like, you buy video games at Best Buy or something, or GameStop. I almost said GameSpot. And also, Steam. Austin. just
GameStop
in the
needs to
chat,
go out of
Steam.
business. Speaking of, going out of business.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, dude,
screw
they're so close. They're so
trash,
close. Like,
garbage. Steam's killing them. Steam is
It's
nuking
really bad.
GameStop. But what I was gonna say though is it's like you can buy those things at Toys R Us, but the thing that really hurt Toys R Us was Walmart and Amazon.
oh, for sure. I mean, who actually goes
Yeah.
toy shopping?
That's what I was saying. I was listening to the
Who
podcast.
leaves their house? Am I right? Am I
Well,
right?
there's
guys?
that too.
I
But,
like going to stores, but that's me. I don't like online shopping.
I listened to the last podcast.
But do you
and
go
Luke was
toy
saying that
shopping?
He wished I was there because I was like, dude,
I have
like,
no one
this
to
is where
buy
everyone
toys
buys Legos.
for, but if I did,
Hold up, Michael. What were you
All
saying?
right, go ahead, Shane. Sorry, I was
no,
talking
I
to
was
you.
just saying I don't go buy toys because I have no one to buy toys for. But if I did, I would.
Order it off Amazon, you mean?
No,
Good. Michael,
could. I don't mean to put
about
words
the
in
last podcast. You said
I'm
you
just saying-
listened to it.
Yeah, last podcast you were saying like, oh, I wish Mike was here because we were talking about Toys R Us closing down and like where we all buy our Legos.
Oh,
I actually
yeah,
always bought
Legos.
Legos at Walmart because they were cheaper there. Toys R Us is actually
They
really
were.
overpriced. I bought one Lego set from Toys R Us, but it came with a giant foam sword, which was really awesome.
That is sick.
It was the Knights Kingdom sets. They came with a sword and a shield. It was so cool.
Oh man,
I still remember those Lego sets.
Dude,
actually.
It was
those were a
Vladek's
thing.
sword. The
Did you
scorpion
ever
one.
remember? Oh, what were they? Fright Nights. They were super old. Like
Fright
I
Nights?
was so I was like
Yeah,
this night
that's
guy
really
with like
old.
this bat helmet.
Yep.
He was
Those
so
are like
cool to me.
were they Technic sets?
What? No,
No.
Yeah.
they were regular Legos.
Didn't they
Maybe I
have a
don't remember
guy called like Thunder Jones or something? Like he wasn't Indiana Jones,
Oh,
Yeah.
but was like all of his set pieces. But
Johnny
it was something like,
Thunder. was
Johnny
his
Thunder.
name.
Johnny
Johnny
Thunder. But they also had
Thunder,
Indiana
yeah.
Jones.
they did get that eventually,
beginning.
but that
Like,
wasn't
for a
like
long
in the
time.
90s. That was like
Really? I thought they had it a
2000s or
long time
something.
ago.
No, I don't think so.
I
think
don't.
They got that.
I
when they
really,
did
I mainly
the
just cared about
Crystal Skull
Bionicle. That's
stuff.
the main thing I cared about in Legos.
Amen.
Bionicle and Lego Star Wars.
Bionicles.
Yeah,
Dude.
I remember Bionicle.
You got
We-
these guys have been to my house. Like there's just like Bionicles everywhere. It's awesome. There's a Bionicle on my desk in front of me right now.
Rest in peace, Bionicle. They're
I
dead,
think-
right? They don't exist
They're
anymore.
coming
They
back.
replaced it with Hero Factory. No, it's never coming back, man.
Oh,
They replaced it with Hero Factory,
No, they're never coming back.
and then they had like a reboot.
it. Shut up.
They had a reboot, and those sets were kind of cool. And they rebooted the story, and the story was stupid. And then now it's over forever.
Trash. Garbage. I feel like once it's
If-
over, it's over. They stretched it out for so long too. It was like a 15-year
It was
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
story.
Like
It was so long.
I was,
It went on
my whole
forever.
my financial goal ever since I was a kid was to one day go on Amazon and buy all the Bionicles. But now, well, for one thing, they're like crazy expensive.
Wait, did you say your financial goal as a kid?
Yes. I was
Hold
like,
on.
one day
Okay.
I'm gonna
Was
be able to afford
Amazon
to buy
even
all
a
the
thing
Legos.
when you were a kid?
Okay,
I had heard of
let's do
it.
this.
I heard of this website where I
I'm
could buy
pulling up-
Legos, and I was like, when I grow up, I'm gonna buy Legos there, and I'm gonna get
I'm
all
pulling
of
up eBay right now. What's that guy's name? Tahu.
them. Tahoe,
Right?
yeah.
Tahu
Tahoe modded probably costs like $50 now.
Bionicle.
dude,
He was
give me
the
the
first
green
one.
one. I want the
Well,
green
he-
one.
6 of them
What?
count. Lewa
What?
is the coolest.
$9.
$9?
What?
Yeah, look, it's only $9. Well, it's got a bit.
But what's the
Do
condition?
you have all the pieces?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's out of the box. I don't want it.
Well, they're all gonna be out of the
Like
box
one
at
of
this
those
point.
Yeah, really.
That looks completely different than how I remembered it.
Never took it out of the box. Oh man, this one's sealed. This is $150.
This
See?
is so
That's what
weird
I'm
to look at.
I see the Tahoe you're talking about right here. Oh, it comes with a red Kopaka mask too. Yeah, Austin just commented that right as I said it.
He knows all the names.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
here's
was talking
one.
about I was talking about Bionicle this
Here-
morning.
Here's a Tahoe Nuva or Nova or whatever. Tahoe Nova.
Nuva.
And
Tahoe Nuva.
Nova. Whatever.
Oh, Lewa. I look at the you are. Tahoe,
and it's
Lewa, and
it's
Pahatsu.
sealed and it's
$30.
$200.
What?
Yep.
What is the main dude?
It's
Tahoe?
Toa Nuva Tahoe.
Tilamata Tahoe.
Yeah. Bit.
Toamata,
like,
the original.
are they like all
Toas,
Hawaiian
right before
names?
Nuva.
It's
Was that
No,
like the deal?
the first island is like kind of islander themed. Then there's like different kinds. There's like a technology island. There's like a underwater world. There's like lots of different stuff. There's like a gladiator.
It's kind of
time.
weird to look at these too because I'm looking at this Bionicle right now, the Tahoe, and it's literally like 15 pieces. Like it's not that much of a Lego. There's not that many pieces at all.
They got really cool. though.
I'm sending
Yeah.
some.
Dude, Austin's my new best friend. He's commenting all like the different like.
We grew up
islands.
with Bionicle.
Yeah, I'll
back in
check
the
this
day.
out. No one wants the white one. Like, I remember that as a kid. No
$3.
one wanted the snow
Wait, it's got the
one.
wrong mask on.
He has
Oh,
Tommy's
does it
mask
really?
on.
It does.
Why does it have
He
this?
has Hal
It's got-
on.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's the wrong mask.
No wonder
Way
it's
to
so
go,
cheap.
loser.
I think the white
But
one was
Tahoe
my
was cool
favorite.
because he came with a shield.
It's like this. It's
And
like
sword is cool.
auction
Yeah,
ending
the
soon.
white one was my
Also-
favorite because I'm
Oh, the one with the mask is $13.
The white one was a badass. He was the coolest one.
Well,
was
he
my
had a
favorite.
pretty
Yeah.
wicked
'Cause
mask.
he was ice.
I'm obsessed with.
He's got the
Shields, yeah, I
sword.
remember
Yeah,
it,
because he's
yeah.
got the sword and the shield, and he was
Now,
always
who's
so
the
like
green
tough
guy?
and mean.
Who's the green
the
guy?
shield?
He was
Lewa.
the coolest.
Lewa was my favorite from the beginning.
He was my shit. Like, that was
He's the
my
coolest.
dude. I saved
Lewa
up
guy.
for like, it felt like a year. It was probably like 3 months, and I bought one. of the
And then
green
I love
guy.
because it was probably like $8.
It was probably
took
like
me-
$8.
I
It was.
saved for 3 months.
It felt
Oh,
forever. Like, it felt like forever.
Yeah, so Toys R Us is gone. That means Bionicle's ending forever. It's never coming back. Can't ever come
That's
back.
been
'cause
ended for a
Toys R Us is
while.
gone.
Oh, I
Luckily, I already have
did
Lewa.
see that Lego is apparently made too many Lego blocks and are devaluing their own brand. I read that.
What?
What?
I wish I had a source right now that I could pull up.
But that's why they keep making those fancy, stupid ones that aren't real Lego pieces, and they're like one giant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like well, they did that with Bionicle. It's like, oh yeah, these are feet. We just made feet for them, and they're not Legos at all. It's just like another piece that they just invented. They'll do that all the time. I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
another example where it's like, yeah,
Well,
this
every-
is just a special piece.
Well,
You
almost
can't-
every like Bionicle like generation had their own like armor pieces and like feet and legs and
Yeah.
stuff. That's well,
Yeah.
it was cool though because I could get new pieces and like add to the things you could do with them.
Right.
Yeah.
It is funny though because like it's Lego inflation. We're losing the value of Legos as more Legos get created. I guess it makes sense. I just never
So-
thought about it before.
Wonderful, terrible fate.
So, did anybody here see? Actually, before we go to that, I have another topic here. We talked a little bit on our group chat about, why did we talk about Alexa? Sorry if anyone has that, and I just set it off. If anyone's listening to it,
Well, whenever
the Echo,
someone, whenever
the Echo.
someone says history on the podcast, it activates Hey Siri on my phone, so I turned it off.
nice, Dick. I have an iPhone, so when I listen to this later, it's gonna.
Hey,
sound-
Siri.
set off.
Text
Stop.
Michael, you are hot.
All these
All right.
all these girls who aren't paying attention that are listening to our podcast because we obviously have a lot of female fans. It's like all of a sudden all their phones just sent "You are hot" to the one Michael that they happen to have on their phone.
It's gonna be a
Okay,
good
but
day
what
for
I was gonna say,
Michaels
for
everywhere.
some reason we were talking about hands-free devices, Siri, the Echo, Google Home, Cortana, all those other ones.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of those?
I will never use one. Like, I just don't see it. Like, in my everyday life where I'm just be chilling and just be like, hey, robot, talk to me about the internet.
Turn the lights
I
on.
just,
It's like the radio.
Put
of TV.
toast in for me.
like, they're popular and I see that happening, but I just don't ever see myself owning one.
Honestly, I use like Siri all the time while I'm driving to text,
Well, yeah, but
and
that's
it
with you.
also never knows what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it almost
Siri
doesn't
is.
help.
I would use Siri, but she's such trash. Like when I'm in my car,
She's an
I'm like,
idiot.
all right, now I'm driving, hands free, safety first, and I'm like, hey, girl, take me to Glazer Camera or
Hey,
something.
girl.
And then, well, I don't want to set her off for those who are
Hey,
listening.
girl.
So I'm like, take me to Glazer Camera, and then she's like, do you want to go to the one Glazer Camera that exists? And it's like, yeah, there's
Or-
one. Why
Or
are
we
you asking?
say
No, no.
it, and
So,
it's like
so then
it pulls
I'll,
up like
then I'll-
Australia.
Yeah, well,
Like, take me to Red Box.
that's
Red
a whole
Box in
nother story.
Australia.
But, like this is like when it sort of works. It's still annoying. So I'm driving, holding both hands on the wheel like a responsible driver, and then all of a sudden the phone's like, "Hey, I need you to click something now."
Click the one you want.
So
Yeah.
then I'm trying to click it like a maniac, and I click it,
Cars
and then all of a
floating
sudden
all
it just
around.
goes away, and the little fingerprint thing comes up and goes, oh, you
Maps
got to
is the
scan your
worst,
fingerprint. So I scan my fingerprint, and the phone unlocks, and it's not opening the maps. It's like
You gotta do it
you're
again.
she's trying to trick me
Into death.
into crashing my car.
She wants you to die.
I think so.
I think Apple
Apple's pulled back
and replace everybody with iPod Nanos.
What was that, John?
I think Apple's pulled back on developing Siri.
Yeah, a little bit. They pulled back on a lot of things. They're really. I'm less and less impressed with them as time is going on.
Let's all leave Apple. Do it.
Dude, I'm thinking about it every day.
I'm not going
Leaving
to.
Apple,
but-
do it. I've dropped. The only thing I got left is this Mac, and as soon as I'm done with it, I'm done with Apple.
I use a
recommend
Windows
Wi-Fi.
computer for work, and every time I use it, I go, okay, I guess I'm glad I'm on Mac, even if Mac has its problems. So, just saying.
Fair enough. The Macs are.
I mean, everything has its problems.
Yeah,
so.
but comparatively, Windows is such garbage sometimes.
What I hate
It's
is
so
like
annoying.
you use Siri. You're like, hey, take me to like, I don't know, Walmart, and it's like it pulls it up, and it's like Walmart in like Utah, and I'm in Virginia, and I'm like, why? When
And
I
it's
picked
like
the one
travel
that's
for
so far
5
away.
days.
dude.
Or it's like
good
or,
ratings.
Or I'll ask it. It's like for an address I say all the time, like my old place. It used to always take me to try to take me somewhere in New Brunswick, and then for fun I click on it, and obviously there's no directions to drive to New Brunswick because I can't because there's water everywhere.
That's right. That's so funny.
My
It's
favorite
like,
one though.
Siri's like, oh, do you want to get there? Yeah. Okay. You
You
can't.
can't. My favorite though was I was like, hey Siri, take me to this place in Chesapeake, and it goes, getting directions to the United States, and I was like, I guess you're right.
It's like you're getting there, baby steps, Siri. You're
Yes, it
hitting the
is.
target.
It's like in
Somewhere.
Bible school when they're like, who parted the Red Sea? And this kid's like, Jesus. And it's like, yeah, I guess. He helps, but Moses like was the person who God told to do it. Like, it's like, yeah, I guess. Like, it's in America.
or it would literally be like, someone in the Bible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. That is a right answer, actually. That is correct what you just said.
That would probably be the reason I like the Alexa is that I can actually like answer questions. Siri will just look something up online for you and then throw her hands in the air. Like that's it. Like
she just types it into Google for you, and then she's like, "Here, I
she's
don't
like,
want
here,
Read it.
have
I don't
fun,
have time.
asshole.
I got a lot of iPhones I gotta oversee. Here, you find it yourself."
You figure it out. I'm not your assistant. Like,
Except you are.
Wouldn't it be great to have an assistant? I've said this to like 3 people this week.
God,
to have
that'd be
someone
so
to be like,
cool.
"Hey,
Yes.
I need to fly to Utah," just because someone said Utah earlier. Go figure it out. And so then they'll come back to you and be like, all right, I got your plane, I got your hotel. You just got to show up to the airport at this time. Someone's going to pick you up. And it's just like, that'd be so cool.
oh man.
See, I wouldn't even use an assistant for stuff like that. I mean, I would, but my thing would be like, all right, I need you to drive me around until I fall asleep and then
What?
carry me inside to my bed.
Do you fall asleep well in the car?
Siri is not your mom.
Yes.
Really?
I do.
Really?
I fall asleep very well. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the motion and just.
Oh, you're riding
I don't
in the
know.
car. You're not driving, right? Just to clarify.
Oh, I'm not driving. No. That's my.
I
no,
heard
my
that. I was like, you should
assistant.
brag about that.
No,
Yeah, I
my
fall asleep in the car
assistant-
all the time. It's fine. It's safe.
Great.
Yeah, my assistant would be driving,
Your assistant.
and I would just be chilling
You
out.
fall asleep in the car better than you do in your bed?
Yes.
What?
Well,
I fall
What?
asleep
As
on
of
my
lately,
couch better
yes.
than my bed.
but
That's weird.
No,
yeah,
that.
I think it's just because. Like if I'm like laying in my bed, there's no say when I get up. I guess I have consent and alarm and whatnot, but when I'm in the car, I know I have to get up because there's an end destination. I'm weird. I don't know. But
I'm just
knowing
sorry.
that you have to get
I'm like
up means
trying.
you
I'm
will
like
sleep
trying
better?
to put the pieces together because it's like if I go to bed in my bed, I know there's no end destination. What?
like-
What? You're waking
like if
up.
I'm
at some
trying,
point,
like
hopefully.
no. Like if I'm trying to go to sleep, I can do that a lot better in a moving vehicle. Like even if on a plane or something, I can do that a lot better
That's so
than
weird.
just
I'm the
laying in my
opposite.
bed.
I'm the exact opposite of that.
I wish I wasn't that way, but I woke up like this.
You freak.
Just kidding.
All right, y'all, hold up 1 second. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh well, you're not allowed to leave the podcast.
Not how this works.
This is the first time this has ever happened.
Hey, I will be back. I swear.
Okay, leave your recording going. Don't turn off your recording.
I'll do what I want. All right, give me a sec.
Okay. Well, he comes to my podcast. He thinks he owns-
Go beat him up, Luke. He's your little brother, right?
I'll get a ticket.
I'm looking at a picture or a meme, I guess, of a puppy golden retriever sitting upright in somebody's car with a seatbelt on, and it's the best thing ever.
Wait, it's a meme? Or is it just a picture?
But they turned it into a meme.
Okay.
I just care about the picture.
It's like, hey, guys, I was looking at this meme, and it was of Abraham Lincoln. There was a photo of him. And it's like, that's not a meme, dude. That's just a photo. That's called a picture. Okay, so hands-free stuff. Does anyone have any of the ones? I think that the Echo is the best one that exists. John, you have an Echo.
Yeah, I use both.
I'm back, by the way. Sorry.
Hey.
And,
Sorry.
And thoughts?
I don't know. I like them both. I use them mainly for my lights and music.
So you can
you can do that?
So if I yelled,
I'm wearing headphones.
but if I yelled really loud though,
Like, lights off.
John goes deaf. The lights all turn on.
Yeah, well, you could say, if I was in my bedroom, which has my Amazon Echo, you could say, Alexa, turn off bedroom lights.
And then they just whoop.
And the lights will turn on.
I'm not going to lie. That's really cool. Hey.
We're like, these things are trash. Dude, you can turn the lights off with them.
You can dim them if you have
That's kind of cool.
Okay. I'll take
if you have the right bulbs. You can go Alexa, bedroom lights 50% or something like that.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
how
say
does
because
that-
I have LED lights connected to my desk to make it like light up, and they can change different colors. And I wonder if there would be a way to hook up the Echo to that.
Yeah, how is she attached to, like, the housing? Like,
Yeah,
Well, the
you
light
know,
bulbs are
explain
smart
yourself.
bulbs,
okay,
so
I
they have
gotcha.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Gotcha.
So crazy.
Smart bulbs. Imagine if you had like a donkey and it was a smart ass. Just like all these smart things.
But
Oh, that's over there. That's a smart ass over there in the corner. There's smart lights. This is a smart TV. It's all smart things. It's like they
What
turn
are-
on.
What are dumb lights? That's really what I'm wondering.
You're like, don't
Is
get
that
smart
like-
with me.
You ever look in
Thomas
the mirror?
Edison stuff?
Boom!
Got him! Roasted. Okay, so we can establish
Call me
that.
Scottish because I just killed it.
That's the second like father joke that we did on this podcast.
Father joke. Dude,
So
all
hands-free
6
devices.
Telemetry for $45 on eBay.
What is? Oh,
The
okay, you're still
telemetry.
looking at Bionic.
I've been looking at Bionicles this whole time. There's also a neon.
Hands-free
Layla mask.
devices. We don't like them unless they turn the lights on. That's the
Dude, I don't like them
consensus.
because I don't want
That's
people to
my
listen to what
opinion.
I'm saying. Because they're always listening. So that way they can know when you call their name. I turned Hey Siri
true.
off my phone because I'm sure they're still
They
listening.
are
but at
always
least now,
listening.
I don't know if they're listening. Oh my gosh, I need to send this to Clay.
Sharing Bionicles.
Dude, but they're
so-
way cheaper than I thought they were online. And we have money that can be used for eBay.
as opposed to money that could be used somewhere else. We have money specifically just for eBay. Is it a gift card? No, it's just money reserved for Bionicles.
Legos.
I actually have an eBay fund set aside for these sort of situations.
Did you guys see the Deadpool trailer?
Ooh, that
No,
looks
I
fun.
didn't
I heard about
Is
it.
there a
I
new
haven't
one?
had
I
a
saw one
chance
a couple
to
weeks
watch it yet.
Did y'all hear
Yeah, it's a new one that just came out.
the guy who did, I think, the action, like, direction for John Wick is doing Deadpool 2?
Cool.
Fun fact.
That does not surprise me because there's a
not
super
know that.
wide fighting shot in the new Deadpool trailer. That's awesome. It looks so cool.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's like I bet it's gonna make a lot of money because Deadpool 1 set a record.
It was super
and-
popular, but it was popular
Yeah.
for, like, a good reason. It wasn't like an overdone thing. It was something fresh.
Yeah, it was really good, and the marketing was so good too.
Mm-hmm.
It's even it's great on this one too, because so in the trailer, you know how things will say like from the studio that brought you blank movie.
Oh yeah.
So hold up. Don't spoil it. So when when they do that, it's always like, what does that matter? Like the studio, it's never consistent. A studio could produce like a super great movie or a trash movie. So it's such a pointless thing to say. So in this movie, it goes from the studio that brought you 27 dresses and Devil Wears Prada. At first I saw it, I was like, wait, what?
Wait, when did this trailer come out? I saw one a while ago.
I think it came out today.
Oh,
I think
I've
this
not
was
seen
today.
that yet.
Yeah, it's either yesterday or today.
Yeah. It shows a lot more. It doesn't really spoil anything though, but I just thought that was really funny. 27
cracked me up, too.
dresses.
Well, because the whole time it's doing this whole serious movie trailer thing, and it just throws it at you. Like,
They do have good marketing in those in
Oh, yeah,
the
it's great.
Deadpool movies. I am.
oh yeah,
Did you guys who? I mean, do we all like the first one? Did everybody like
Yeah, I
it?
love the first one.
oh yeah. No, it's a fun movie.
Yes. Ryan, I'm a
excellent.
huge Ryan Reynolds fan.
Yeah,
Oh no,
pretty
he's
cool.
great.
He's pretty cool. He's alright. He's okay. He's
What?
okay. I'm trying to think of what John was this? He just sent
He's
us a
okay.
picture of Will Smith hanging upside down with a rainbow behind him in
He
water.
looks just like
He
Uncle
does. He does though. Like,
He looks like
it's
who?
Beautiful.
Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Family-
Uh huh.
Rest in peace.
Man.
Rip.
Yeah, it's not Family Matters.
Wrong fat uncle.
I know that.
Did you guys see that video that I
Uncle
sent
Phil.
of the guy in the kilt in the
Yeah, bungee jumping
bagpipes?
with bagpipes.
And
Yeah.
he he like bungee jumps with the bagpipes. He's playing them, but it's funny because like he just kind of walks off and he keeps playing the song he's playing until he gets all the way to the part where the where the rope like goes tight and it's like
Deflates it more. Okay,
It's so
real
funny.
quick question. So I played a show in Elizabeth City for St. Patrick's Day, and someone was wearing a kilt, and that offended me because that's not Irish, it's Scottish.
Are you Irish?
No,
Then shut
Then
up!
you can't be offended. Problem
it's like
solved.
appropriating my culture. Like that's
he's appropriating a culture that I've seen before. So I'm offended. I'm offended on behalf.
Yeah, I think Austin's right. I think
They
it's
are no,
both,
but they are Irish.
Irish and
It's
it's
Scottish.
both.
Yeah, I think they're originally from Ireland, but they're more
I
known in
think
Scotland.
Hey, we got
started
Google,
it.
guys.
Or we
Kilts.
have Alexa.
Austin
Hey,
is messaging us. With that.
Who
Alexa,
needs
are
facts
kilts from
When I have my
Ireland?
opinions.
Can I do
Which
Siri
one,
while recording?
Austin? Okay, Austin's our fact checker. Which
Hello?
one
Am I
is
still recording?
more?
Hey Siri, where do kilts come from?
Mm.
Well, you said
Hey,
you turned
Google.
off Hey Siri.
Where do kilts
I
All
just
right,
come
hold
pressed
on.
the
Let's
Siri
all
button.
try this. Hold on. Hey Siri. Trash. See, she doesn't work. Didn't even work that time.
Doesn't care.
I hate that. She's
Hey
fired.
Siri, where are
I'm gonna
kilts
fire that.
from?
Did you say where are kilts?
Here's what I found on the web for where our kilts from.
Hey, I
hate
found
you.
it. I googled it for you. Here. There's a website called Let Me Google That For You. That's literally what Siri is. She
You should
just
make
types
that. You
it
should
in.
make like a port to Google. It's called goggles.
Might as well.
But she doesn't even type the search right. Like,
It's like, Siri, I just wanted you to look it up, and you couldn't. You can't even type. It's like an intern who can't spell. You know, it's.
Basically.
I
exactly
want
what
an
it does.
assistant that can be Siri for me. That can do Siri the correct way. Austin, hurry up! Give us. We need to know.
Austin's in our group chat on Discord.
I know
by the
he's
way.
our fact checker.
He's our
Oh.
IELTS guy. He's our guy
It
in
was
the
like
chair.
it was like passive aggressive because I was like, it said he was typing, and then I was like, what is it? And the typing went away.
He's
So
like, fine.
did you give
Fine, I'll make you wait.
Scott? Did you give that?
I gave him a mean look.
You should have like
and then,
got a leaf blower and like put it up his skirt.
I mean, I had been drinking, so I didn't really want to get into that situation. Like, where I'm actually
I
assaulting
guess you
someone
don't
for
care
wearing a
that
skirt.
much then.
You're right.
About the culture that's not yours.
I'm a faker.
when you said you were day drinking. What was it like playing live? And did it help you out? Did it make it easier?
For me?
Yeah. Didn't you, I thought
Oh
you just
yeah,
said.
no, it's great. No,
Do you play
a
music
drunk
better?
audience is a really fun audience always.
Oh, you
No,
weren't.
they're
drinking,
drunk.
They were
I was
drinking.
drinking some, but I wasn't like drunk. I've never played drunk. That's just not a good idea. But I've been.
I feel like
kind
as
of
someone
buzzed.
who would be
Where's the
watching,
rock star mentality?
Yeah. What are you, a square?
Sometimes.
He's not Scottish. We know that.
Hey,
Or Irish.
Not Irish.
we're not Irish.
What kind of white people are you?
We are part Scottish. Like I don't know what Luke's talking about.
I know that we are Swedish and Norwegian.
Yeah.
I don't.
And on mom's
I don't know what
side,
else we are.
we're just gonna argue about our family lineage right now.
No,
It's cool.
but my family.
We're gonna-
Maybe you're not, but I am.
Yeah, no. It's just like Scott says we're Scottish. Oh, that's why you want to be Scottish, because it's your
Listen
name.
up here.
So it's like, he's like, oh, we're Scottish. I'm like, hashtag not my family.
So Austin said, current evidence suggests that kilts originated in the Scottish Highlands and Isles and were adopted by the Irish nationalists at the turn of the 20th century as a symbol of Gaelic identity. It could be Irish because the Vikings founded the city of Dublin.
You say adoption, and I say stealing my things. Like,
That's so, yeah, really, that's so weird, because kind of like, yeah, they were adopted. It's like, yeah, Ireland stole them.
you took them.
Ireland took them away.
That was mine.
Yeah, it's even more yours because your name is Scott. It's like
Exactly,
adopted
like
from
that-
Scott. They took it.
There's layers. There's layers to this.
It's like
Onion.
an onion.
The onion ogre cake. Parfait. Parfaits of layers.
Parfait. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what like I got up in arms about.
It's
This
like, well,
week.
that ruined my
Like, that was-
day.
like,
Seeing that guy in a kilt
mhm.
ruined my day. It's always
I have
kind
a
of
red
funny when
beard,
people.
but I'm not Irish or Scottish.
I know people that are. They always try to explain to me how a kilt is like really manly and cool to wear and stuff, and it's like, okay, like I get that in the past, but like wearing a suit of armor was cool in the past. So you don't just show up in a suit of armor.
Oh, I wish I could show up in a suit of armor.
I would if I could afford
Well,
it. Like, no
you
joke
probably
right now.
could if you wanted to.
I don't
But I
think
wouldn't
any
be
suit
like,
of
look
armor
at that
would fit
totally
me.
normal manly guy in his suit of armor. That's just normal.
Yeah, instead
pretty
they're like,
freaking
look at that
manly.
totally normal manly guy who looks manly and normal.
I probably wouldn't.
I would
care.
probably like
How about-
ask where you're LARPing or something. Fireball. Like,
Really?
Mom's house.
I would say, you do you, man. Live that life.
And then
Yeah,
all of a
that's
sudden
what
it
I'd say.
floods and he just drowns.
Oh.
That's the worst.
It'd be too heavy, man.
he,
You couldn't
he
get out.
falls face
Trying
first
to
in
say
a
I'm
puddle,
fat?
but he can't get up. He just dies.
He doesn't. It's not even a flood. It's just a puddle. And he's face down. He can't lift his head up, bruh. He's like, and we're all like, bet you're glad you way to wear the suit of armor now, man.
Yeah, but try to stab me. See what happens.
Like underwater, his bubbly words like, well, try to stab me though. I bet you can't stab me.
Mills, stab him in the armpit. He's gone.
Oh, that's true.
Well, my
Weakness.
chink.
My armpit. I was on like a work trip. We were talking about like our strengths, like and stuff, and then like, what are our weaknesses? And I was like, well, my weakness is bullets. And someone was like, you're afraid of bullets? I'm like, no. If someone uses a bullet against me, I will die.
I'm not immune to, or I'm not. Well, there's some movie that said that. They're like, I'm not immune to bullets. It's like, yeah, that's true. Nobody's immune to bullets.
Like I've always wanted to put that on like a application, like for strengths. Like, what are your strengths? Like, my strength. Your weakness. Bullets.
It's like, but how do you know? I actually
Good
don't
question.
know for sure.
How
I
do
might-
I know?
I might not be weak to bullets.
I might be immune.
That's a weakness you discover one time.
Actually,
You're like-
sometimes you get another chance. I get shot in the
You know,
leg.
if you're lucky, yeah.
Oh no! Oh, my friend told me the best joke. So he goes like this. He's like, Luke, if you're working in a company and you're ever trying to hire people, you take all the resumes that you get for this job. Okay, you got the whole stack of them. You take them and you divide them up into 2 equal piles. Then you take one pile and you just throw it in the trash because nobody wants to hire someone who's unlucky.
That's That's like awful, but hilarious.
That's
But it's true. It's
It is
true. Look,
true,
they ended
and
up in
that's
the
what-
trash. I don't want them working for me. They'll like try and get a signature. They're like a lawyer. They're trying to get a signature. They get the signature. They come back and it rains and washes it off. Doesn't matter that he did his job well. He's unlucky. I don't get him out of here.
Can't have him on your team.
That's right. He's not a team player. He's not lucky enough.
He's not lucky enough.
he was on the wrong side of the stack.
That's true though, guys. This is it. Like now, I just saved myself a lot of interview time. I don't need to
There you
interview
go.
them. They're not lucky people. So, anyway, the other thing that I noticed
My
that I
foot
was
just
gonna,
fell asleep.
that I was going to bring up was your foot in a car. Shane, is that why it fell
No, it was not. No.
I usually keep my feet out of the car when I drive.
asleep? Out the window,
Yeah,
It makes
Well,
it harder to
pushing the
fall
pedals with
asleep.
your hands.
exactly. It does keep
Oh.
you awake.
Face down,
Safer.
ass up.
So, Facebook is kind of under a lot of fire right now because
Yeah.
of some sort of data leak that they just had that kind of revealed like a lot of.
Haven't they
info
had like
that-
12 of these now?
I don't. Well, it's like it's Facebook. It's all there. What
Like-
kind of data leak can you even have? That's what I don't
Yeah.
understand. You guys can all read this Reddit article, Out of the Loop. What's going on with Facebook in Cambridge? Which is funny because the reason I brought this up, and we'll get more into it, was because I saw a funny article title, and it was like, "Buy Facebook, hello Instagram users, make beeline for Facebook-owned social media network." It's just like, yeah, okay, Facebook owns Instagram, guys. Like, what are you solving here? So what happened, John? Do you know the details? I'm out of the loop.
I hear
fit this
politics
article.
are involved already. Reading the Reddit thing.
What, John? Do you know the details? Because I don't actually know the details. Damn it, John!
Does anybody know the details?
I know that everyone's upset, and people.
Well, it looks
Facebook,
like-
Oh, what?
Oh,
It looks like this group called Cambridge Analytica purchased an academic license to do a study on Facebook's data and then turned around and used that data to commercialize, like to target ads.
Wow,
Beans.
those trolls.
And then there's politicians like Ted
butts.
Cruz that are part of that.
That
Pranked.
famous butt.
Pranked.
got him. Like,
Pranked. That's always kind of funny. That's weird. So the data got out there, that got leaked, that happened. People are leaving Facebook, which, yeah, I feel like Facebook's not that interesting anymore. Who likes Facebook?
oh God.
I like it for Messenger. That's about it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's about it.
Oh,
yeah.
really? That's my least favorite part. I hate messages.
That's how I talk to
That's-
you.
Shane, are you
It's like-
telling me you hate talking to me?
Worst friends ever.
I know, it's funny because we're all on Messenger.
Worst
And so
friend
it's like-
status
Honestly,
is restored to Shane.
okay, honestly though, for the first maybe I don't even know, maybe the first while of this podcast, our group chat like pissed me off because I just hated
You
it.
didn't know how to
I would
mute it.
mute it. No, I would mute it all the time just because I don't know. Because it pops up and it comes, at least on my phone, it pops up and it
Oh,
goes on your screen. So whatever you're doing,
Group messages
yeah,
are
whatever
great.
you're doing,
I
it's
can
like,
mute
okay, there's a
every
thing.
conversation if I want to, or just one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Sorry,
Awesome.
okay.
Yeah, I
sorry.
know. I do that
I'm
sometimes
just
when I'm
throwing
really
you
annoyed,
shade.
and then
Isn't that what the kids say?
I'll look at my phone, and then
We
the
do
group
not.
chat will say 99 plus messages, and I'm like, I
Mine
get
doesn't
so
do that.
Well,
overwhelmed.
don't
I'm
read.
like, oh
don't
my
read them.
goodness.
I don't read them.
I
I never
don't
read 'em.
read them. I don't know. I just
Half
no,
of
I-
them
and I
are
hate
me
when
just losing my mind anyway. Don't read them.
yes,
You don't need
I
to read
understand.
those.
It's
Maybe, like,
not.
even
No.
3/4.
No. It's not.
I know, it's a
it's
lot.
not the context. It's not the amount of messages. I just don't like talking on Messenger when people message me on Facebook, because then I have to keep opening that. I'm like, can you just text me or just call me or something? I hate. I don't know. That's just me. But I also just hate group chats. So, but-
All right,
Yeah, I mean-
here's a question about Facebook. Do y'all get like those notifications that have nothing to do with you? Like I
Yeah.
get notifications when friends post a picture.
I don't get that. It's because you have people in.
Oh, if-
I get that from a lot of people. I don't know what's wrong
It's
with me.
if you did at one point, did you have it set like because I know for me, I have back in the day when it was popular to do this, I would have like a friends list and it would be like friends or best friends, and then it would send me notifications specifically whenever those people would post something. Like, unfortunately, Luke is still on that list of people, so it would say Luke
Unfortunately,
updated.
I'm sorry.
It would say Luke updated his status. Luke posted a picture, and I'm like, what is it now? So
Sorry.
that's why it does that for me.
No, I thought
so
it was
you might
funny
have
'cause
some people tagged.
The way
They
that
always tell you when they
the
do
way that
things.
Scott introduced that, he had a very interesting, positive, weird point. He was like, "Yeah, do you guys, on Facebook, do you guys ever get these like notifications?" And they just stopped. And it was like, "Yeah, that's what happens when you have things called friends on Facebook." I know you might not be used to getting those notifications, but
I just started getting them, and it's freaking me out. Like,
all of a sudden I have people liking things. What does this even mean?
People are telling me I should
added my
look at
first
things?
Facebook friend, and now all of a sudden I'm getting notifications and I don't know how to handle it. I'm afraid. But so Facebook, what I was wondering about it, some people use it. I use it. I check it. I'm always like, oh, you got a notification. Usually not excited when I find out what the notification is for. But what I'm wondering is Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't think YouTube counts as a social media, so we'll leave that one out for now. What's good? What do people use? Do you guys use any of them? Do you like any of them? Or do you hate all of them?
Instagram is my favorite because Instagram is the only one I think for myself that promotes positivity. But I also have been growing fond of Twitter lately, but Twitter is very toxic.
it's all over the
And-
place. I like
Yeah.
Instagram a lot as well.
And then I used to like, I didn't like Snapchat at first, like when I first got it a long time ago. And then I liked Snapchat, but now I hate them because they're ignorant.
The update.
And-
I was gonna say it was like
Well, the update sucks.
yeah, the update.
The update sucks, and then they made an ad promoting domestic violence, and I said, okay, I can't stand behind that.
What?
And
Wait, whoa, what? Rewind.
so they made
Just
they made
glazed
an
over
ad.
it.
I think, I mean, I've talked about it a lot, but they've made an ad last week, I think, that said, "Would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown?" And I thought, like, what was the point? Like, what does that serve anyone? Like, why are we even?
Are they connected
Who
in
took
real
the
life?
Such
time?
a weird question.
Huh?
Are they connected in real life? Rihanna and Chris Brown.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
Chris Brown beat up
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's way
Shit
worse
out
than
of
it
her.
sounded like it was. I was like, that's okay. That's not a big a deal. People say stuff like that.
Yeah, he's
all
like
the time.
Michael's
No,
like
but
I'd ask that question.
It
It's
is a
fine.
big. It is a big deal because someone had to come up with this idea. Yes, let's either slap someone or punch someone, and let's pick two people that were in a huge public domestic violence.
that makes it
thing.
way worse.
Let's try to make it all. Let's make it all positive, and then ask people which one would you rather do. And it's like, okay, so not only did someone make that, people also approved this, and it was published. What for what purpose? What purpose on this earth does that serve to anyone's life?
Views.
Nothing.
Well,
Not only does your ad suck, your update sucks. That's why everyone hates
Oh
Snapchat.
man, Snapchat's a mess. I'm just
Yeah, I don't know what
confused
they're
by
doing.
it.
Speaking of Snapchat, John just Snapchatted.
Well, no, they just got killed by Instagram. To be honest, like at first I was like,
but
I'm not going
Instagram
to use
literally
this.
just
Well,
steals. Instagram literally just steals all their ideas.
But they
though.
did it better. They
I mean,
did
so does
everything
Facebook
better.
and so does Twitter. They all steal each other's ideas. They're all the same thing.
No, but I'm more just comparing Snapchat and Instagram as far as like stories go. I'm more likely to look at Instagram stories as opposed to Snapchat stories now, just because they have better quality pictures and they have more options of what they can actually put there and make it look good. Just saying.
I used to like Instagram a lot better before they took away the chronological timeline.
Oh, that's been the biggest issue though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
it's
for a
all
while.
over
They
the
do
place.
that
I
with
can't-
everything though.
I can't figure out. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me talk about this. Instagram and Twitter both. Well, Twitter. Did Twitter do it? Instagram did it. Where they like. Okay. Everything. It's all about shadow banning now, and that's really annoying because if you comment too many of the wrong things or you don't see, then all of a sudden they just stop showing your posts to your followers. YouTube's doing it too.
Wait, what?
Fucking. It's called. So okay. If I post a photo on Instagram and it doesn't get a bunch of likes, my next photo is less likely to be seen by as many people.
Uh-huh.
and it keeps
It's
going.
ridiculous.
So if you post like
Oh.
4 or 5 bad photos, it means you're even more. It's more likely that you'll get less likes because less people will see your photos. So it's like your
Instagram
reputation
has
goes down.
algorithms now.
Yep.
What the heck?
I know. And YouTube does the
stupid.
same thing, and it hurt my channel so I hate the world. I hate everything.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because that doesn't promote. That doesn't, or not. I guess I don't know. Promotes the word, but that doesn't like make new people want to be on this platform. So if no one's gonna see my stuff, why do I care?
Well,
Yeah.
that's I don't know.
Without paying for like sponsorships or whatever.
Pay to win. That's how it
Pay
works,
to
you
win,
guys.
pay to play.
Pay to
It's
Not even pay to win, pay to play.
Oh, I don't know. I think my favorite is probably Instagram too. I don't really use Snapchat anymore. Not really. I kind of stopped using it.
I stopped using it definitely once they updated it, but I was already kind of not using it that much at that point.
Yeah, even before that. Like I don't even remember the last Snapchat I sent. I probably sent a Snapchat to someone like, I don't know, a week ago. Like I rarely ever. I use it for my story because I'm selfish and I just want attention sometimes. But it's like I don't really Snapchat.
Oh, that's the only reason I usually ever use Snapchat for. I never really would Snapchat actual
I
people.
was gonna say, does anyone
I would
Snapchat
post like
anyone individually?
inspirational speeches on Snapchat.
I would sometimes if it was like sending something directly to someone, or I was like talking to someone. I didn't want to text them. I would do that, but
Got pranked.
It's a good prank, bro.
That's kind of funny. It's like anything that's just stupid. It's like, dude, I took his stuff and I threw it on the ground. And I slapped him in the face. Ha! Pranked.
Dude, you guys
You
know
got
those
him!
videos on YouTube these people would do where they would like pretend to actually be doing something awful, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's a prank, bro." Like there's this guy going around like the hood, like pretending to sell a gun, and he would like pull a water gun from the back of his pants.
Oh
Fuck.
my god.
But like,
That's so
Oh,
he
stupid.
got an
God.
actual gun pulled on him like twice,
It's all fake. I bet it's all fake. That's
probably. But like,
it's all
still, it's like
staged.
that's not even a prank
prob-
anyway.
It's probably gay too.
Probably. Oh man, I shouldn't say that. He's probably not gay.
Okay.
If he is,
It's probably
it doesn't
not.
matter.
It's like
It's 2018. It can go both ways.
ever since I started like looking at stuff on YouTube, I really doubt the validity of a lot of different things. Like there's so much stuff has got to be staged because it's too hard to do it for real. So if I'm gonna prank someone, if I'm gonna make a prank video, fake it. It's way easier to fake it. You have to get like real reactions from real people. That's not gonna happen. It's the same. I think a lot of it's the same for like any sort of like reality TV shows. Not real at all. They're completely fake. They're literally TV shows that they just film weird. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's all staged. There's no
No
way.
scripts
That,
and all.
TV shows is
Scripts
just
and all.
bad camera work.
it's literally scripted though. Like it's written out.
I
It's
believe you.
it's not a reality TV. It's just a show. It's fake. It's all fake. You know.
There's no way they have all that drama with people like actually being that stupid in real life. Like,
Yeah, they
I was-
write it out.
I wouldn't want people to see
Wait.
how ridiculous I'm being.
Wait, you're saying like The Walking Dead isn't real?
No, that's real.
That's right.
But like,
is
Kim,
a-
like
that is
the
a
keeping up with the
documentary, my
Kardashians
friend.
isn't real. That stuff is like, there's no way that's happening.
They're just like this is what it would be like. They got a camera in the living room, and then it's not rolling, and they go, "Hey, so and so, what's Kim? We want you. We're gonna have you go in there and just complain about your straightener is broken." And then what are the other one's names? Kanye. Kanye, you're gonna I don't know.
I don't know.
You're gonna yell at her
Is
because
Kanye?
your,
No, Kanye's
your
a West.
TV's
He's not
broken.
a Kardashian.
And then that's it. Then they just go, and then they just improv it. That's all it is. You know, it's all fake. It's stupid, and you can tell. You can tell it's staged. You can tell it's fake. It's really
I
bad
can't.
acting.
I have a feeling maybe some reality shows started out real, but after a while they're like, well, all the things that could actually happen have already happened, so you got to make up some
It's
new
like-
stories now.
Well, it's like my vlogs. Like, what are the likelihood that I'm actually going to capture something really exciting and cool that's going to actually be interesting from a TV show standard? It's not going to happen. And so, you know, I don't have. That's why my vlogs aren't always that interesting because they're just that's what happened. But if you could stage it and be like, oh, how about this? We go to do the podcast and none of the mics work. And then how about we drop my computer, so I don't have a computer, so I have to go buy my. You know what I mean? And we like plan out this interesting story,
Okay.
but it's not real.
All right.
it's not that staged. So I used to be like very well. I mean, some of them might be, but I used to be like obsessed with reality TV, and like I would watch behind the scenes of some of the shows or just watch interviews from the people on them. And sometimes, like on some shows, they would be real, like it would be the real people. It wouldn't be scripted or anything, but they would set them up without knowing. Like if they knew, like, you know, Betty was going to this specific club, they're like, okay, Betty's going to this club. Let's get some people that she doesn't like, and we're going to tell them to go to this club at the same time she shows up, so they can cause, and they tell them to cause some drama. Betty wouldn't know that, so everything would be real from like her perspective, but the show would have set the whole thing up for like.
But I mean, that's what the show says they did. But how do you know that they actually did that?
I mean, we don't know anything, obviously, unless we're there. But there's other shows, like all those, like Love and Hip Hop shows or Real Housewives shows. Those are scripted. They've actually said like they're scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Not like scripted,
almost,
like
I don't know
memorizing
if a reality TV show
lines,
isn't
but
scripted.
like it's like, all right, this is your scenario. This is the issue.
You can
Go.
tell when people are rehearsing or when they're like saying lines, especially when they're bad actors, like they are in reality TV shows.
The only show I think that's real was Jersey Shore. Just because, have you ever met someone from New Jersey?
You can't pay people that,
Like
that.
this is how they do. Like
This is how we do.
That's how they do, man.
It's like this. It's like the only show that's actually real, football. Fair enough.
I'm not even sure that's real anymore.
It's all
I'd say-
fake.
It's fake. All right.
It's like touchdown, fake. This is scripted. That's fake. Yeah, WWE is real. That's the only one that's real. The only one.
Dude,
That's
Anime
that's the
for
real
dads.
shit.
the only one that's real.
You say
That's so
anime
true.
for dads.
That's about right.
Or like,
All right. We are going to wrap up this episode. So, plugs. John.
Nothing.
Yay.
nice.
Michael.
I'm coming out with an album with my dentist, apparently. So
Sick.
I'll give you some info on that when it happens.
Dope.
Other than that, follow me on Instagram. Michael Dimas.
There is a pun or a
MYKOL,
joke. There's a joke in there somewhere.
DIMAS.
find it.
We will.
Sorry, so spell it one
We'll
more
fight
time.
tooth and nail
Over-
to find some kind of jokes. That's actually a label. We should get signed to them.
Do you think that like practicing with him would be like pulling teeth?
I don't know. Seems kind of off. That was a good one. I can't think of one after that.
Oh, pranked. Okay, so respell it again because I didn't actually. I overtalked you a little bit.
MYKOLDIMAS. Michael Dimas. Also, my Keycentric, that band I've been playing with, we're playing at Sunrise Festival on April 21st at the Virginia Beach Oceanfront. I'm not sure what time of the day, but like it's gonna be a sweet show. Lecrae is the headliner there, so we're basically opening for Lecrae.
Wait, the oceanfront? What?
Yeah,
You say you don't know what day?
it's on Saturday, the 21st. I don't know what time of day though that we're playing.
Wait, this?
It's
Wait, what month?
The 21st of April.
First.
Oh, of April.
April,
I was
okay.
It was like that. You missed it.
Bro,
That's what I was gonna.
dude,
that's what I
you're
was
late.
gonna say. I was like, wait, of when? Yeah, okay, April. Oh, cool.
Sorry,
I'm
April
gonna come.
21st.
Gotcha.
VA Beach Oceanfront. Be there or be square.
Good stuff. Are y'all
Don't
like on the beach?
Be a square.
I don't know. I've never been there. I think there's an amphitheater,
Never been.
Oh, they
I've
have-
never, I've never been there.
I've never been to Virginia.
and I've never been to that like festival. I only go if I'm playing there.
Shane.
Yeah, so you can check out the podcast that I host, the Pop Talk Podcast, on SoundCloud. Follow us on Facebook.
Get it, Shane. Get it on
I
iTunes.
know.
Come on.
Look, I'm working on it, Luke, but there's also
I'll
a
help
lot of
you.
things
You want
in
me to
my
help
life that I'm working. No, I don't need
It's
the
really
help
easy.
in that area.
It is
But-
really easy.
Yes, I believe it is. So follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Pop Talk. I posted a new pilot episode video for a series. I'm gonna probably get like a promotion thing on that sometime this weekend, just so I can get more people to see it, so I can get some opinions. But I really like that video. It's the first video I edited on Adobe, which stressed me out a little bit. That video was a labor of love. It took me so long just because of what's going on in my life. But I finally got it out, and I'm actually really like it a lot. But yeah, so check that out and follow my Twitter at Mr. McCatty, MCCATTY. Yeah. Also, the podcast episode that comes out when this same day this episode comes out, it's the format is very different from. I mean, it's coming out on Friday, whatever. But
Competition.
I
They
mean,
have to choose which Shane they want to support.
sure. I mean, I gave a shout out to this podcast, or plug to this podcast on that podcast, but
Nice.
that is the format for this episode. It was very different from what we normally do. I wanted to make it a little more personal, and I'm very proud of it. I haven't listened to it yet, but I felt like in the moment I felt really good. So check that out. I would love a lot of opinions on that episode just to see, because that's kind of how I want to sort of start taking it for the next phase of what we're doing. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Because-
Also,
Oh.
we've got my musical that is coming this summer. We wrote the first scene for it the other day, so we're making some progress. It's funny. We're like laughing our butts off as we write it, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So is that going to be like able to be
It's a good
seen by
time.
everybody, or is this going to be at your camp that you work at, or what?
It's going to be at the camp. I mean, I'm going to invite people to it, but I'm also going to get it recorded, so I'll post it online and stuff. Because I'll have full legal rights, because it's my show.
Ew.
I'm so excited that I can.
Hey.
I'm so excited that I can say that too. But yeah,
That's fun.
Because you shouted out this podcast on that episode and you want opinions, I will make it a point to listen to that episode tomorrow. If you release it tomorrow, you're releasing it tomorrow, right? It will be out tomorrow.
Ooh.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
it'll
mean
be out
today,
tomorrow.
Friday, because today's Friday. Obviously.
Yes, it'll be out Friday.
Today's Friday.
yeah, it'll be out Friday.
Yeah, I'll listen to it.
It'll be
on-
out. It'll be out when you listen to this.
That's right. Right now,
probably.
because today is Friday, not Thursday.
Usually.
Obviously. Right. Okay, Scott. Any plugs?
Whoa. Let's see. Well, I have my Instagram that has some of my art and my photography on there. That's at Scooty Boy, as in my name on Discord right now.
Isn't
But
it?
that's-
It's SCOOTAY. Scootay.
Yes, sir.
That's
Good
Tay Boy.
Scooty Boy.
Right,
That's
Scooty
correct.
boy.
Get it right,
Learn to
Scott.
pronounce your own name. God.
I just can't do it. No.
That's all right.
But so
Keep going.
that has some of my art on it and photography stuff. And then I play in a band called Static Collector. We have an Instagram and a Facebook page, and that's Static Collector, as in something that collects static. So that's on Instagram and
Now
Facebook.
I know what you meant.
Just to clarify.
I had never heard those words before.
What are that?
What are that words?
Anything else? Any other plugs?
If you want to see some like
Scream.
if you want to see some like men's fashion, I do some street photography for my buddy Joe, and he's at _Jose Barbour.
And
He's
how do you
got
spell
some good
barber?
stuff. BARBOUR.
Cool. And he's actually doing really well. He has
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
no,
of followers.
he's got a big following. We've been working
Yeah.
it for a while now.
Yeah,
It's
so like if you want to see my brother on a famous Instagram, that is a
oh yeah,
there's-
we got like we're like 20,000 something. We're up there. It's cool.
We're up there.
It's we we actually had the opportunity to go up to New York and meet with some other fashion bloggers. And let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
Instagram famous goes straight to people's heads. It's hilarious. Like, it's
They're like, Brad Pitt, pff, I have an Instagram.
bro, I post pictures of myself on social media.
People
Like,
give me
get
clothes
on
and I
my
put the clothes
level.
on and then they take pictures of me with them on. Oh, baller! Okay. My turn. So you can
What
follow
you
me
got?
on Twitter at Luke Roxwold. You can follow my YouTube at Luke Roxwold. I guess you don't say at. Or Luke Roxwold Vlogs. You can also follow me on Instagram at Luke Roxwold and like our Facebook pages for my vlogs, my films. This page, which is, if you're going to tweet us, I forgot to say this at the beginning. Dang it. You can tweet us at WAITSB Podcast. We want to hear from you. Leave a comment on this podcast if you want to be a cool fan. That's it. Thanks for being on the podcast, everybody. Listen to our other episodes and tune into us next time. Thanks, everybody.
Outro music.
Damn, that was good.